Hello there. I'm glad you could join me today again. I'm here again in my sacred spot. Same place I was last time, the previous video. Today it's a bit more sunny day, but there is clouds around, so it is quite hot today. I spoke yesterday or the day before in my previous video about I want to talk to you about portals today. I got to backtrack a little bit on that, where it all started. Just waiting for the car to go by. As I said before, I'm an artist, and about 2 years ago I started a project requiring me to cut from big pieces of wood smaller pieces. I needed about 27,000 of these little pieces, about this size. I hope you can see it, all cut by hand. It took me hours and hours and hours and hours, and eventually I realized 27,000 of these little blocks cut by hand will take me about a year, more than a year, if I'm lucky. But while I was doing this project, I started researching wood, because I wanted to use different kinds of wood, exotic kind of woods from all over the world. And I read up on these woods, and I realized that many cultures in the old days saw some of these woods as very spiritual. And that got me interested in the spiritual qualities of these woods. And then I read up on the Japanese guy, I can't remember his surname, that was doing experiments with water. I'm sure you've read about that, where he took water and then spoke a certain theme over it, like love or hate, and then the water crystallized, and the water that he spoke hate over was all this not very nice crystals, and the one he spoke love over turned into these beautiful forms. So it seemed like the water was almost hearing him, obviously receiving this, and actually reflecting it in the crystal. So I thought, hang on, what if wood, being a more solid substance, could also work like that? What if you could speak and infuse this wood with a theme, and then that wood would radiate it? So almost acting like a receiver and a sender at the same time. So I did a weird little experiment. I had a pot plant in my house that was busy dying. It was a little fern with aerial roots, and I didn't know what was wrong with this fern, so I decided, okay, I made a little wooden statue, I call it a little portal. I don't have the picture here, but maybe I'll edit the picture into the video. And I took this little portal statue and I spoke over it with deep feeling that this plant will heal and this plant will become better. I took the little portal, put it next to the fern, and did nothing else. I waited for a few days, waited about 3-4 days, say a week, and lo and behold, the fern started sprouting, started making new leaves. Unfortunately, I didn't take a photo of the fern when it was just so dry and almost dead with only one leaf on it. But I can show you the photo of the actual fern right now, standing next to its little portal. So I know it's not a scientific experiment, I know it's not, it's just me speaking. But I thought, okay, if this works this way, let me try another one. So I had a friend, somebody who was living in a flat, and the area, the flats next door to him had lots of cockroaches, and these cockroaches were spilling over into his flat, and he had a time of his life because they moved in, and once they've moved in, it is a hell of a battle to get rid of them. He tried all kinds of poison and all kinds of this and all kinds of that. And I said to him, well, I want you to make you part of my experiment. I'm going to put this little portal in here to get rid of your cockroaches. I know it's a weird story, but anyway, so I thought, well, let me try it. I spoke over the portal. I infused it with this feeling that there will be no more cockroaches in this place. Took the little portal, put it in his flat. A week and a half, 2 weeks later, less and less cockroaches. Less and less cockroaches. And lo and behold, a few weeks in, no more cockroaches. Once or twice he had to remove one, but practically there were no infestation. The odd one coming now and then from outside, from the other flats into his flat, but in his own flat he had like a literal infestation. There was a nest or something in there, coming in there. And I don't know, I put the portal there and it worked. So that was my little experiments with the portals. I tried a few other ones. I took a leaf from a tree, put it on a piece of wood that I didn't speak over, and a piece of wood that I did speak over. I put it on top of the leaf and watch it dry, the leaf dry, and the one with the portal, the freshness spoken over it. The leaf stayed longer fresh and green, and the other one dried up, curled up, with the block which I didn't speak over. So it seems like wood can also has a consciousness, ability to listen and to receive, and then to radiate that which you have spoken over it. So I thought, well, maybe this will work also with bigger problems. You have a teenager that's out of hand. You speak over the portal, you put it in that house. Will it bring a result in that teenager's life? Without you doing anything physically, it will just radiate that, what you've spoken over it. I haven't tried it. I haven't had the guts yet to try it on a bigger scale, a bigger problem. But I truly believe that these woods have an ability to receive what you speak over them and then to radiate that and bring healing. It acts as a portal. Something comes in, something goes through it, back out. But of course, all of us has a type of a door, a portal inside us. Unless this portal has been opened inside us, it is very difficult to see other portals around. Portals are everywhere. I believe portals are everywhere. In flowers, in trees, in grass, in rocks, everywhere. Everything has consciousness, and it can receive and reflect again.